Hello everyone, today we will learn the fundamentals of partnership. Okay, so starting with the definition, as given in the section 4 of Indian Partnership Act 1932 is partnership is the relation between persons who have agreed to share the profits of a business carried on by all or any of them acting for all. So, if we see if we see this definition, what is given here? It is a relationship. Partnership is basically a relation, and this relation is created through agreement. Okay, and it is between persons. Definitely, it means more than one person. So, it required two or more persons to create a partnership, and that also for certain business the, they came together to carry on some business and they will share the profits. Sharing of profit is also an important point. Now business may be carried by all. It means if there are four partners A, B, C, D, they may all carry on the business, or it is not always compulsory, or basically it is not compulsory that all partners should participate in the management of and operation of the business. So if there are two partners who are uh, carrying on the business and other two are not involved in the operation of business, it doesn't mean it is not a partnership. Okay, so this definition, again, what is it? Partnership is the relation between persons who have agreed to share the profits of a business carried on by all or any of them acting for all. Okay, now let's see the definition. Now we will see the features of partnership. Okay, so what are the features? The first one is two or more persons. It simply means partnership requires two or more persons. It cannot happen with only one person. If there is only one person who is carrying on a business, it will be sole proprietorship. It will not be a partnership. So minimum two persons are required, and maximum is 50%. Okay, maximum is 50%. That is prescribed by Companies Act 2013. So remember, it is not given in the Partnership Act what will be the maximum number of partners, but it is given in the Companies Act 2013 that the maximum number will be 50. Okay. Now second feature is agreement. So the partnership is a relation, and this relation is created through an agreement. Okay. So the written agreement that is made by partners is called partnership deed. Okay. Now what are the third feature? What is the third feature? The third feature is existence of business and profit motive. Now partnership should be some business, should be to carry on some business. It should not be for the welfare. Okay, it must be for some certain business, and there is also profit sharing between partners. Just suppose A and B are working together and in a business, and B is receiving only salary and A is getting all the profit, then A and B is not in partnership. Okay, so for partnership, profit sharing is must. Okay, next one is sharing of profit. Now profit sharing, again we have seen here also profit motive, business and profit motive. and profit sharing. So profit must be shared among the partners. Okay. Now let's see the fifth and sixth feature. Fifth feature is business carried on by all or any of them acting for all. It means business operation might be carried by all. It means all partners may involve in the operation of business. But it is not compulsory that the involvement of all partners is not basically necessary or compulsory. So any partner may act on behalf of other partners to carry on the operation of business. Now next one is relationship of principal and agent. Now every partner is a is an agent of other partner and also principal of other partner. So every partner is agent and principal of each other and also to the firm. It means every partner is an agent of the firm and also partner to the firm. Okay. So anything done by a single partner, suppose there are A, B, C and D, four partners. If anything is done by just A for business, it will be assumed that all partners has done this. Okay, all A, B, C, D, all four partners have done that. It means whatever any single partner or any partner do will be assumed to be done by the all partners. Okay. Now let's see what is partnership deed. Now this is one of the most important document because on the basis of partnership deed the partnership run. Now this deed is basically the agreement that is created between the partners. Now agreement between the partners may be oral or written, but it is always advisable that it should be written agreement between partners. There should be always a written agreement between the partner. Okay. So if we want to define partnership deed, we may define as the partnership deed is a written agreement among partners which contains the terms of the agreement. Okay. Partnership deed is a written agreement between partners which contains the rules and regulations that will govern the partnership. Okay. And it is also called article of partnership. So basically it contains all the rules and regulation and terms and conditions that is going to govern the partnership. Okay. Now what might be contained in the partnership? So here is a list of few things that may be in partnership deed. Okay. Now this is not an exhaustive list. Rules and regulations that or any terms and conditions that partners fit or think to be dealt may be in partnership deed. So the first one is the name and address of the firm as well as partner. Okay. Name and address of the partners, nature and place of the business, duration if it is given, duration of partnership, capital contributed by each partner, interest on capital if it is given, drawing if it is allowed and if there is any interest on drawing, what will be the profit sharing ratio, interest on the loan that is given by the partners, if salary is or commission is payable to the partner, that should be given in the deed, method of valuation of goodwill and the assets, accounting period of the firm and duration of partnership, right and duties of partnership. Okay. How dispute will be settled. Okay. Decision taken if some partner become insolvent. If any partner become insolvent, what will happen. Okay, that should be given. opening of bank account, okay, rules to be followed in the case of admission and retirement or death. So all of these should be there. But apart from these 16 terms and condition, there might be more. Okay, so it should be given in that, so that no dispute arises between partners. Okay, the next one is, what are the benefit? What are the that benefits of partnership deed? Why to have a partnership deed? Now, partnership deed is basically an agreement. An agreement might be oral or written. Why to have a written agreement? Why to have a partnership deed? So the first thing is that it regulates the rights, duties, and liabilities of each partner. So everything will be clear. What will be the right of the partner? What will be the duties of the partner? And what will be the liabilities of each partner? Everything will be given in the partnership deed. So there will be no confusion regarding it. Okay. The next one is, it helps to avoid any misunderstanding. If there will if any misunderstandings arises between partners, partnership deed will help in settling them. Okay, so partnership deed contains all the terms and conditions. So in case of any dispute or misunderstandings, partners may take help of the deed to settle them. Okay, so these are basic benefit of partnership deed. Okay, now next one is, if there is no partnership deed, just suppose there are partners haven't created any partnership deed, so what rules should be followed? Okay, so basically there are few terms and condition that is given in the partnership act that should be followed in absence of partnership deed. If there is no partnership deed, this should be followed. So profit sharing, the profit should be shared equally. If there is no partnership deed, profit sharing will be equal. Okay, it will be equal. Interest on capital, no interest on capital is allowed. Interest on drawing, no interest on drawing is to be charged. Salary and commission, not allowed to any part. Interest on loan by partner, if partner has provided any loan to the firm, the interest will be given at the rate of 6% per annum. Not higher, not lower, 6% per annum. So these are the rules that should be followed in the absence of partnership deed. Okay, so go through all these topics in your book, revise it, remember it. Okay,